Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Catherine. If you're new here, welcome, and if you are returning, well then welcome back. I really appreciate you coming back and watching what I have to say. So today's video is going to be a series that I've been doing in regards to reselling, because on this channel I like to talk about reselling on different platforms like Poshmark, eBay, Mercari, all that jazz. And then I also do a lot of beauty content, which this is one of my newest eyeshadow palettes. It's the Serenity palette by Cosmic Brushes, and I mentioned it in my July Shop My Stash video, which I can put up in the cards. I think it's that way. I can put up in the cards for you to watch. I was living my mermaid fantasy moment. I'll also list it all down below. Some of my links are affiliated, so if you do shop from them, I truly appreciate it. It really helps support me, basically. I earn a small commission if you choose to purchase through the links. You don't have to, but if you do, I really do appreciate it. So today's video is going to be talking more about my June reselling recap, or reseller recap. I think that's what I titled it. So basically I just kind of go over all my numbers for the month of June in regards to reselling on all the platforms that I resell on, and just kind of tell you some of my highest profits, some of my lowest profits, and just what was going right and maybe what I can work on a little bit more for the next month. So getting started. So for total sales in the month of June, and this is across all of my platforms, was $1,017.61. Total invested or cost of goods, the items, how much I spent on the items, was $277.74. And that left me with a total profit of $739.87. Now, if you watched last month's video, I did quite a bit better than that, like almost $1,000 better. But honestly, that $700 to $1,000 range is kind of where I'm at and where I'm comfortable with. I mean, obviously I'd love more, but it's kind of where I average out, which I'm okay with. I'm a part-time reseller, so I'm cool. You know, yeah, anyways, so I sold about 47 items total. I also like to kind of go into the averages. So average days of selling an item was 39 days, which actually is a lot less than the 2 months prior, I believe. And then my average cost of goods, so how much on average I spent per item, was $5.91. The average listing price was $27.51, and then the average profit per item was $15.80. So I like to do those averages because when I'm out searching for inventory, you know, if on average I'm basically paying $6 an item and getting about $16 in profit, so about $10, not $10, about $16 in profit. So you kind of decide, is this item worth my time listing? And again, this is going to vary month by month. I would have to say that this month was a little bit lower compared to some of the other months, but they all kind of average out. So going into my lowest sales, and I'm going to put pictures up in this area to show you what each item was. So I like to go from my lowest sales to my top 5 lowest sales, if that makes sense. So the first one was a Free People modern blouse, this really pretty kind of like snake skin print. This sold on Poshmark. I paid about $5 for it. It sold for $20, so I profited $11 total on it. It did sell in about 77 days, and I only listed it once. So if you haven't seen any of my other videos, I kind of have this new listing system where I color code it in my Excel spreadsheet where I keep track of everything. And I'd like to know how many times I've listed an item, because it also will allow me to maybe give a little bit more wiggle room if offers come. Yeah, so my next item was a Hoka swimwear bikini top, like a neoprene kind of bikini top. This sold on Mercari. I spent $2.65 on it. It sold for $15, so I profited $10.11. It sold in 78 days and it was listed twice. It was actually about to be listed for a third time. It was kind of in my queue of relisting stuff, but it did sell before I got to relist it a third time. And it had like a little bit of damage to it, like some of the seaming was coming undone, so I was very happy to let it go for $15. The next item was an H&M blue floral button-down shirt dress. I showed it in one of my recent thrift hauls that I got from, where did I get it from? Savers on a 50% day. This sold for $28.70 on eBay, so that is including, is it including the shipping? Yeah, I think it was including the shipping, because I think I got like a $18 or $19 offer. I bought it at $6 because I thought I was going to wear it for myself, but I tried it on, did not like it. So it was a little bit more than I would spend for an H&M product, but it still sold. So I profited $10.04. It sold in 17 days and I only listed it once. The next item was a Lucky Brand floral blouse. This sold on Poshmark. I paid $4 for it. It sold on Poshmark for $15, so I profited about $8. It sold in 66 days, and this was on its last leg. It had been listed 3 times, so again, super happy to just see it go and actually make money off of it. And then my lowest profited sale was a pair of American Eagle high-rise button-fly jeans. Again, I purchased these thinking I was gonna wear them for myself, but didn't, so that's why the cost of good was a little bit higher at $8.24. But I got an offer on Poshmark for $19, and which profited me $6.96. It sold in 29 days and it was listed once. So another thing that I do at every month, especially on Poshmark, is I do a monthly sale towards the end of the month, kind of beginning of the next month, to really hopefully get me up to where I want to be profit-wise each month, and kind of starting the next month on a really good note. So this month, what did I do? Every item that was $99 and below basically was now $15 each, as long as you bundled 2 items, so basically $30. So one of the lowest profitable bundle sales that I had from this sale was a pair of Chaco sandals, which I also shared in a recent thrift haul, and some J. Jill pants. My cost of good was $13. Again, sold for $30 for that bundle sale, so I profited $11 from that bundle. Again, not something that, like, I definitely want to at least double my money, so this is a little bit less than that, but still made money. They sold, both items sold really quickly, so I was happy about that. So now on the flip side, some of my highest profits of the month. So the first one was a Mauve, I think it's Mauve, Anthropologie sequin button up shirt. It's this really pretty like olive green button up with all these like kind of clear sequins all around it. This actually sold for full price on Tradesy. Sold for $55. My cost of goods was $5.22. So I profited $38.89, which actually I think is a little bit lower because they take a 2.9% processing fee when you don't get Tradesy money, basically. But this sold in 3 days, but this was on its farewell tour. This had been listed 4 times. So for it to be sold full price, $55 on its 4th time of being relisted is pretty cool, and this is the power of relisting. So I actually used to not be a fan of relisting. I was like, oh, somebody will buy it eventually, and I was all about like the new stuff. Well, basically I was like, you know what, it takes a lot of energy to get new stuff up, because you have to photograph it, you have to do a description for it, you have to list it, and so I'm actually a huge fan of relisting stuff, especially if I just don't have any new things, or I'm just you know, kind of burnt out from new things. So I use Vendoo, which is a cross-listing service, which I have a referral code down at the bottom. Absolutely love Vendoo. I've been using them for over a year. I have sold over almost 1,100 items through Vendoo for a year, which is pretty amazing. And they make it so easy to relist stuff. So that helps new items in the respective algorithms of each platform, because they always want you to be adding new things. So totally a fan of relisting. Anyways, super tangent. Another item that actually sold on with relisting was this Indigena Laco drop waist dress, kind of this really pretty like activewear dress. This sold on Poshmark. My cost of goods was $4.96. It was another full price item that sold for $65, which profited me $47.04. Sold within 3 days of me relisting it for the second time. So again, power of relisting. My next item was a pair of G-Star Raw Arc 3D Slim jeans. This again sold on Poshmark on an offer for $70. My cost of goods was $5.77, so it profited me $50.23. This sold in 60 days, and it had been listed once, and again it was kind of on its in the queue to be relisted again, so super happy that somebody made me an offer. It saves me the time. And how I kind of go about, again, another tangent about relisting, how I go about relisting is, so I use Vendoo. I use their their sorting feature, where it's like active listings but the oldest. And what I'll do is I'll actually, one day I will go to, because I like to relist about 8 things a day, or list, you know, 8 new things a day, just kind of keep things fresh. And what I will do is I'll take 8 things and I will send deep discounts to them, like anywhere from 30 to 60% off basically, to hopefully sell those items. But if they don't sell, then I relist them the next day, and kind of just keep going back and forth of, you know, putting items on discount and then relisting them the following day. Seems to work. Anywho, the next item was a pair of Free People silver linings heels. These sold on Poshmark. My cost of goods was $3.99. They sold on an offer for $80, so that profited me $6.01. They sold in 26 days after being listed twice, so relisted twice. And then lastly, my highest profiting sale was a pair of 7 for All Mankind dojo jeans. These sold on Mercari on an offer for $87. My cost of goods was $9.25, so that profited me $65.36. They sold in 22 days, and they were only listed once. Now comes to my highest bundle sale for the month. The items include an pair of UGG neon sneakers, Batula sandals, which is an off-brand of Birkenstocks, Kate Spade sandals, Vionic ballet flats, a universal standard top, which was one in my recent thrift haul, a Bowden jacket, a Bowden top, a Bugatti jacket, a men's Bugatti jacket, and a men's vintage Patagonia jacket. So my cost of goods for everything was $40.71. With the sale, because each of those items was $99 and below, so each thing turned into $15, which made it a $135 bundle, and so I profited $67.49. Super happy with that. I will say, when you are, I've noticed for myself is that with these monthly, you know, end of the month bundle deals that I'm doing, because I am selling a lot of items all at once, I have noticed that the more items you sell, you know, within a short amount of time, the higher the case rate goes up. So with the past 2 months, I had like a few cases because of the month, and you know, to be honest, I don't really think there was a reason to have a case, but there was, whatever. So I've actually just like, you know what, send it back, whatever. Both times people did not send the items back. And so what happens is they get refunded money, and luckily my earnings get released to me, but I'm like, is this like a new scam on Poshmark or something, where it's like we both get benefited from it, where you get the products and the money and I get the money but no products? I don't know. Has anybody else experienced that before, where like people just don't return their returns? Kind of odd. Anyways, so things that I felt like I did well. Again, I really enjoy kind of having my end of month bundle sales. It does help me reach my money goals towards the end of the month. Yeah, I do notice that like sometimes when you are selling a lot of things through, you know, in a short amount of time as well, is that the next month is a little bit slower. And I don't know if this is summer slowdown, you know, whatever it is. I know I've summer slowdown where I haven't been as consistent with listing items. So, you know, is it because people aren't buying because they're away for their summer, or is it because you're not relisting or you're not putting new products out there because it's summer? I'm sure it's a combination of both. But anyways, so this month, what are we in? I'm filming this July 11th. I still haven't been very consistent with this month either. Kind of a little bit burnt out, I'm not gonna lie, a little bit of burnt out from reselling, but of course that doesn't stop me from going sourcing. But I have noticed that I am not sourcing as much, or at least I'm sourcing cheaper. So I still have a lot more items, but I'm getting them more on discounted days or sales or whatnot. I just don't have the motivation to list it, and that's the hard part. So yeah, I could do better with consistency, but what I am doing well is that when I have oomph, I'm actually relisting items and trying to, you know, get stuff to move. So that is June's reseller recap. Please let me know, did you make your goals this month? What are you doing to stay consistent? I haven't really thought of a sale for this month. I kind of like to, you know, diversify it a little bit. So is there a sale that you want to see in my closet? Let me know all down below. I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch. If you liked this content or any other content on my channel, please consider subscribing, liking this video, leaving a comment, doing all those really great YouTube engagement things to help this channel grow. With that, I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye.